5 on Fox. And for these two teams here in the NFC South, it's week 2 here on Fox. So two quarterbacks to face each other is Jameis Winston of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons, here to take on each other here on Fox NFL today. Welcome to Tampa Bay, Florida, here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Raymond James Stadium. This is your host, Tyler Man 51L. We'll get ready for the matchup for the NFC South, and it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, the Buccaneers won the toss. They defer. The Falcons will receive, and the Buccaneers will get the ball to start the second half. Costanzo to kick this back for the Falcons. Taking it is Marvin Hall, and Marvin Hall with a solid gain of 26 yards. And here comes Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Last time these two teams met was in the final regular season game where the Falcons took it to them bad. But here, they're playing each other here. Here's Devontae Freeman. First play from scrimmage. He's gone. There are no flags. He's in. Touchdown. A 75-yard touchdown run for Devontae Freeman. What a run by Freeman. It can't be this easy for this number 1 ranked offense in the league. The toughest team to defend is against any NFL team in the National Football League. And for them to get this touchdown, first play from scrimmage, you can't catch Freeman from behind once he gets a step on you. Well, here comes Matt Ryan to add the extra point. Kick is up and through. So the Falcons have a 7-0 lead with a minute and 27 here in the first quarter against Tampa Bay. After the touchdown, here's Matt Bryant to kick it back. Jacquez Rodgers will take a knee, and Jameis Winston in the offense will set up at the 25. Well, this Atlanta Falcons, the offense has struck first. Let's see what the Jameis Winston can do here against the Falcons defense. A solid gain of 2 yards. Peyton Barber there. Well, the defensive line for the Atlanta Falcons is off the chain, because ever since the final regular season game, nothing doing. Well, he's a loss of a yard, 2 yards, 3 yards on the play from Bruce Irvin. It's 3rd down and long for this Tampa Bay offense. Cameron Brate is in there, the tight end. He's going split wide to the left. Barber is short of Adam Humphries. And it's a 3-and-out with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bryant Anger will punt it, and sending Andre Roberts back deep. And here's Rodgers to set up and he's brought down at midfield to the 50-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta Falcons. Hand off to Freeman. What a block. He makes some spin move. He's gone. This is his 2nd touchdown of the game. Touchdown. This can't be that easy. They already have 2 touchdowns from first play from scrimmages in this game. And this is his 2nd touchdown. What a block by the offensive line. Alex Mack and Andy Levitre. And also Jake Matthews, the tackle out of Texas A&M, creates a great block. And then Devontae Freeman, he was blocked by Jake Matthews a little bit, and somehow gets out of the tackle, and he's in for the score again. This is 2nd touchdown of the game. A 51-yard touchdown run for Devontae Freeman. It's a 14-0 game. This Falcons offense is hard to stop. But here in the NFC South, these two teams were alive in the playoffs. Well, Tampa Bay was alive in the playoffs a couple of seasons ago, but they were tied with Atlanta for first. Jacquez Rogers with a solid return. Here's Winston to throw, and it's short of Chris Godwin. Third-year running back, third-year receiver. It's second down and 10. Humphreys in motion. Deep drop for Jameis Winston. Pass is caught at tight end. Cameron Brate. He's still going. Knocked out of bounds by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Robert Alford missed the tackle. Handoff is to Jacquez Rogers, and he's in the fullback position, and he's stopped a few inches shy of a first down. It's second down and inches coming up. Here's Peyton Barber and Jacquez Rogers in the backfield. Here's Winston to throw, and it's almost intercepted, right almost in the hands of Brian Poole, the nickelback. And Jameis Winston's like, what's going on? But this Tampa Bay offense is trying to get on the board. Falcons in man coverage. Winston pressured. He is sacked. He gets buried by Vic Beasley. We don't even know what Jameis Winston was doing. You see, Jameis Winston, he goes to his right, and then Vic Beasley comes in to allow the pressure, and he sacks Jameis Winston. Vic Beasley is the third year, was drafted by the Falcons in 2015, and he's the great defensive end who led the league in sacks last year. Ryan Anger will punt it again for the second time. Here's Andre Roberts. Roberts is still going. He's still breaks out of a tackle. Let's see what the passing game is for the Atlanta Falcons, if there's a passing game. Here's Ryan to throw. Quick throw. Pass is caught. Calvin Ridley tried to race to the end zone, but couldn't get it there. And it is a first and goal here. Play action. Ryan throws, and it's caught by Tevin Coleman out of the backfield. Down to the 1. A trick play pass. It's handoff is to Coleman for a touchdown. 21-0. In for the score for Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown of the game ever since week 1 of the season. It's a 1-yard touchdown drive for Tevin Coleman, and it's a 21-0 lead. They forced these bunch of turnovers, but they turned those turnovers into 21 points. Jacquez Rogers takes a knee, and here comes the Tampa Bay offense. Can they finally get a touchdown? He's sacked again. Beasley with his second sack of the game. All that strength and power. You see Vic Beasley with all that strength and power, and he's in for another sack. This is his second sack of the year. Actually, his fourth sack of the year against all these two teams. Ever since week one against Chicago, he had 2 sacks on Mitchell Trubisky, and he was a major factor along with Grady Jarrett. Pass is incomplete for Mike Evans. He was well covered by Robert Alford. Couldn't quite haul it in. Can't be hard from this secondary for the Atlanta Falcons. The handoff is to Jacquez Rogers, and he's stood up at the line of scrimmage by Deidre Sanat, the rookie defensive tackle. It's another 3 and out, and Anger will punt it again. Play clock at 3. Anger with a short punt. Fair catch holding by Andre Roberts. Good starting field position for Atlanta. They lead with 21. Starting at the 50, Ryan. Pass is caught. Julio Jones, his first reception of the game. All the weapons on display for Matt Ryan. He has weapons on both sides. Passes incomplete for Mohamed Sanu. And it's 30 seconds left, going out almost to halftime. Can't find anyone. He's going deep for Calvin Ridley, and it's incomplete. Nearly picked off. Third down and 10. His first third down of the game for this Atlanta Falcons offense. Wide open. Julio Jones has it. Down near the 4, maybe the 5. They're going to mark him at the 4, a gain of 19. Ryan to throw. And it's Wade was over Mohamed Sanu. Same play. And different results. There's a touchdown for Mohamed Sanu. Touchdown Atlanta. Beautiful opening, beautiful drive for the Atlanta Falcons. And Matt Ryan throws his first touchdown pass, second touchdown pass of the game. And this time it's Mohamed Sanu, the ex-Cincinnati Bengal. And he hauls that one in and allows him to keep his feet in bounds to secure the football. In for the score they go, and it's a 27-0 lead. This to make it 28-0. Nearly blocked. Bryant knocks it through. Down the field they go. Sanu into the end zone. Rodgers takes a knee. Fair catch holding by Rodgers. With 7 seconds left, the Buccaneers won't have a chance to score. Here's Peyton Barber, and he's brought down at the line of scrimmage by Brian Poole, a nickelback out of Florida. And Buccaneers takes a knee, and that's the end of the first half here in Tampa Bay, Florida. Falcons 28, Buccaneers nothing. Meanwhile, the Buccaneers do get the ball to start the second half. Here's Bryant to kick this one away. The start of the second half. Jacquizz Rodgers, the former Atlanta Falcon, takes a knee. We talked about Jacquizz Rodgers, and he spent a couple of seasons with the Atlanta Falcons. But here's Peyton Barber. He takes a knee. He's stood up at the line of scrimmage by Vic Beasley. Clemson guy already making plays. Pressure. He's got his receiver on Chris Godwin with a solid gain of 4 yards, 3 yards at most. Jameis Winston, and he's sacked. Dejan Sanat, the rookie defensive tackle, gets in there and allows the sack. Winston had nowhere to go. Dejan Sanat came in, allowing the pressure, and he's sacked. He gets buried. Great job for the Falcons defense to set up another 3 and out from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this Tampa Bay offense is going nowhere. Anger with a kick. Hand over and punt. Rodgers and Roberts down to midfield. Here's the Atlanta Falcons offense. They take over at the 50, leading by 28. Lions blocked out. Wide open, Austin Hooper. He's gone. Touchdown. First play from scrimmage in this half for Austin Hooper, the tight end. And the big tight end was wide open. Like no one was covering him. How does a guy 6'3", 250 plus continue to go wide open like no one was covering him? He's like wide open, like, do I say that? And he's racing to the end zone. And this defense for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is frustrated. They cannot stop this #1 ranked offense in the league, the hardest team to defend in the National Football League. It's a 35-0 lead in the second half. And this Tampa Bay team is looking really frustrated. Rodgers takes a knee, and here come the Buccaneers down at the 25. After that touchdown from the Atlanta Falcons. Barber's in there in the backfield. He's sacked again. Guess who? Bruce Irvin, number 52. Former Seattle Seahawk and Oakland Raider, gets his first sack of the game. Cameron Brate in motion. Oh, he is sacked again. This is his 5th sack of the year. Vic Beasley. Wow. And it's 3rd down and 24. Vic Beasley was like no one was covering him, and he just buries Jameis Winston like he's a nothing. Jameis Winston's like a bystander to Vic Beasley, and it's 3rd down and 24. Can he convert? Yeah, he's sacked again. Bruce Irvin, his 2nd sack of the year. We talked about these teams and how all these teams that they need new offensive coordinators, and but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are frustrations are high here for the team, because they had to make coaching staff on changes. Here come the Falcons, and Ryan can't find anybody. Pass is caught. Julio Jones. A 9-yard run in the first, and it's 2nd down and 1. Freeman out of the backfield, and it's a loss of a yard on the play. Davis was in there. Hand off to Freeman. Great blocking. He's gone. And he's down at the 15. Close to the 15. Let's see what the Falcons do. In the end zone, it's incomplete for Julio Jones. Brett Grimes was in there. Great coverage by Brett Grimes, former Falcon. Same play, and it's incomplete again. Grimes was in on the stop again. Here's Ryan. Marched out. Throws it. Touchdown Atlanta. Julio Jones, his first touchdown of the game. Matt Ryan throws his 4th touchdown pass of the game. Week 2 here in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Great job by Matt Ryan, throwing a beautiful pass to Julio into the end zone. He goes for the score. The score is 42-0. Like I said, 42-0. And this Falcons offense is taking it to him bad. Up in the 40s again. After that 49-0 game against Chicago last week in week 1 of the season. after handling Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears offense, they're doing the same thing here in Tampa Bay, Florida, against the Buccaneers. Cameron Brate is a gain of 2, taken down by Brian Poole. The secondary for the Falcons is incredible here against the Buccaneers, and especially the defensive front. Peyton Barber out of the backfield. Tackle is made by Robert Alford. So far, we haven't seen not one interceptions in one interception or fumbles in this game. Not nothing doing. Here's Barber out of the backfield, and it's a solid gain of 2 yards. It's 4th down and 2. Looks like the Buccaneers want to go for it. Cameron Brate is in a tailback. Wide open, Peyton Barber. And they converted on 4th down and 2. Desmond Trufant was there to push him out of bounds. Peyton Barber was out of the backfield. Four-man rush. Winston is sacked. Who else? Number 44, his 6th sack this year. A loss of 5. There's 32 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Barber in the backfield. There's Barber with a gain of 2. That's 3rd down and 13. A decent 3rd down. Can they convert it? It's almost at the end of the game. Likely to get a couple of plays out of this. Chris Godwin still going. And it's a 1st down. He was brought down right at the stick. Hurry up offense. Can they get on the board? And it's incomplete. And that's it here in Tampa Bay, Florida. What a matchup here in the NFC South. It's a 42-0 game. And the Falcons are now 2-0. After that incredible performance against the Chicago Bears here in Tampa Bay, Florida. What an incredible performance by Vic Beasley and the defense for the Atlanta Falcons. What a play here in Tampa Bay. What a game here in Tampa Bay, Florida. Matt Ryan thrown for 157 yards and 6 touchdown passes. Devontae Freeman rushed for 140 yards, and the Buccaneers had 6 turnovers in total offensively, and it's been incredible here in the Tampa Bay, Florida. We'll see you in Week 3 against the Green Bay Packers here on Fox. And that's it here. Coming up next is the State Farm postgame show. And here to talk about Matt Ryan's performance against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What a game here in Tampa Bay, Florida. We'll see you guys next week here on Fox against the Green Bay Packers. And that's a great matchup. Aaron Rodgers and Matt Ryan. The NFC Championship game rematch. So we'll see you next week in Week 3 against the Packers and the Falcons.